A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. It's interleague baseball. Next on the show. Now from just outside the core of the Big Apple, MLB The Show has baseball from Citi Field in Flushing. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as manager Ron Washington will line them up like this. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. Elvis Andrus makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
First pitch, 7:15.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Here it comes now to Andrus. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and on 2-2 to start an inning, that's a call you'd like to get.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out. So we made him work a bit, but the leadoff man is finally retired here. And with that, let's take a look now at how the Mets will set things up on defense. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Leonis Martin will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. And the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Number 71 will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with two men out. Fouled back. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with two men out. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games.
Number 77.
Number 77 will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs. And he'll start in with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And there is the full list of home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. Throw back to first by Colon. And a dive, but he's back in there. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing in the first against Bartolo Colon. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. They tee it up against a now two-time All-Star, the hard-throwing left-hander C.J. Wilson. And in the field behind him, the Rangers will look like this. David Lee will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, the shortstop, David Lee.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now a swing and a chance for Fielder over at first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting second, center fielder,
Gary Cox will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Out in front of the fastball, but this is skied into straightaway right. Jimenez will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
batting third.
Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race.
Let's go, Matt.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We've played an inning. No score. Prince Fielder will stand in for the first time now, and boy, look at these numbers the last 7 games. He's as hot as anyone in baseball. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Trying to tempt Fielder there, but he lays off. 1-2 to him now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's through, a base hit.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Preston Tucker will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
That was a strike, Lou. Come on. Come on, Matt.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. One on the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Another 1-2 delivery. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
One thing that's happened in these last 2 at-bats, it's driven up his pitch count. That's now 14 pitches just to the last 2 batters.
Watch for a minute. All right.
And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Number 16 will be the batter. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Chris Jimenez will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Fielder leads from second. Now the pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, he allowed the first two guys to get on in this inning, and that's something you never want to do. But then he bears down. He gets the previous guy to fly out. Then he comes up with a huge strikeout right here. That's a good job to bounce back just when things were starting to look a little grim.
C.J. Wilson will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Number 3 will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Third baseman, number 3.
Come on, New York.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. And now a pitch on the way. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
We'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Number 30 will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2. He lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to Fielder for out number 2.
And that's the one thing about lefties that throw a lot of curves and changeups. You're normally going to give your third baseman a pretty good workout down there. But he's able to gobble this one up and make the play at first.
Michael Kadire will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Come on.
First pitch coming from Wilson. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Let's go, Matt. All right, Matt.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out for the Rangers. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, Steve Lyons with you in the booth. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Leonis Martin will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Watch for a minute.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Now for Elvis, another extra base hit to add to the total, now 19 on the year. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Number 71 will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Number 77 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Come on, throw it by him.
On the ground towards second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. As Drupal Cabrera will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Swung on and rolled towards first. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out.
Batting 8, catcher.
Travis d'Arnaud will step in now. And that misses inside 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
The 3-1 coming. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo Colon will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play.
Hey, let him go already, would you?
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Prince able to make the catch here, and there are 2 away now.
The phrase is get the bunt down,
Now
not get the bunt up.
The shortstop.
That's costly there.
David Lee.
David Lee will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
And he misses. 2-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Let's go, Mets!
Here we go.
And he'll offer it the 2-1 and send it in the air out to right. Jimenez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Prince Fielder will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Prince Fielder.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Up high. 2-1 now. Fouled back. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
one pass to now.
The 3-2 now to Fielder. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And now a swing and a miss by the young Prince, and Fielder's gone for the first out.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Preston Tucker will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. In there for strike one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Misses. Ball two.
That's outside. Ball.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Full count now. 3-2. Number 16 waits on deck. Grounded to third. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here comes the 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Now the pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And with 2 away, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Ice cold soda.
Chris Jimenez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Rangers leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Gary Cox will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And this is going to be a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Let's get something started here.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a fastball hit on the ground towards second. Oh, and no chance for Fielder to get up that high. It's over his head.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high, and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Michael Lee will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
That is bounced toward the hole. Oh, but a dive knocks it down.
This is not exactly the way you want to give up your first hit of the ball game. Just a little infield single here does the trick. But the way this club's been swinging the bats, they'll take it.
Number 3 will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Number 30 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
And this is going to be a foul ball. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. He comes to the plate for 1. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be content to take the out at the plate, however. Michael Kadire will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming from Wilson. Ball 1. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. C.J. Wilson will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Now here's the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
All right, man.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Elvis Andrus will dig in. He doubled his last time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
And this is one guy you want to make earn his way on. Now, if you walk him, he can make it cost you with that speed of his.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Leonis Martin will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Let's turn the 5-4-3 here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Double play, kill, stay in it, man.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so There's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Number 71 will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Let's go.
And he comes back with one that misses here, and it's 1-1 to the Ranger backstop.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Oh, I'm feeling good about this one.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Number 77 will dig in, 0 for 2 thus far. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Colon ready with the 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, hit sharply and through into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Took us a little while, but we've got our first run on the scoreboard here in the 5th. You've got to figure any more they could add on here could really go a long way.
Prince Fielder will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Come on, let's hold him. Go in wide.
Oh, and I think he got this one high and deep out to left center field. The outfielders will give this a cursory look, but that one is long gone. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Rangers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Bartolo Colon tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jay Lee is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Preston Tucker will be the first one to face him here, as he'll somehow try to stop the bleeding after the grand slam knocked the previous guy out of the mix.
Yeah, that's not exactly the way you want to exit a game on the mound.
Now the first pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And that misses 1-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice in a row.
Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
2 out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ball 3. Chris Jimenez would be next. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Chris Jimenez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Here comes the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
There he goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
And he lays off again, ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. Yeah, I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
C.J. Wilson. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Let's go, New York.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Middle of the night at Citi Field. Travis d'Arnaud will step forward now to lead things off. And after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
A 2-1 offering. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Well, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
A ball hit to Andrus at short. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. David Wright will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, David Wright.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Hard hit down the line. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes his out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
David Lee will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Number 77 takes charge, and he's got it 2 down.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
Gary Cox will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that misses for ball 1. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit right around third, heading for the plate. And that runner crossing from second scores their first run. It's now a 5-1 game.
That's all about picking up your teammate there. The guy before him pops up and can't get the run home, so he's up there saying, hey, don't worry, I got it. He knocks in the 2-out RBI.
Michael Lee will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Here we go, Michael. Here we go.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Grant Balfour will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Grant Balfour.
Elvis Andrus will start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Line hard to the left side. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And now Andres swings and misses here as they're able to set him down for the first out.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Leonis Martin will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Here's the first offering. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. One out, nobody on. And there's ball one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Number 71 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Here we go.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled straight back. And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're up 5-1. Number 3 will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
This is hit sharply to the left side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
And despite the fact that this ball isn't hit all that hard, it's not always an easy play to make out there. A lot of times, right off the bat, your mind kind of sees that ball as a hard line drive. And we've seen guys mistime that ball and jump too early. But he timed this one perfectly and got up there to bring it down.
Number 30 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. In there, strike 1. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Martin is under this one. 2 gone.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Michael Kadire will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Three and two now as Wilson runs the count full.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Full count pitch on its way. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Jimenez is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Number 77 will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Third baseman, number 77.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Prince Fielder will stand in again as we take you back to the 5th inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. In there, and it's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Here's the 1-2 home to fielder. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw to first and plenty of time to get fielder for out number 2.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Preston Tucker.
Preston Tucker will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. In there at the knees, strike 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Asdrubal Cabrera will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
For the Mets, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Travis d'Arnaud will stride in, grounded out his last time through. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Jimenez will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Grant Balfour.
Matt Carpenter will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Matt Carpenter.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. A bare hand for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. They're down 5-1. Dylan G will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Dylan G.
Number 16 will step in. Couple of walks thus far.
For Texas, second baseman, number 16.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. And this is going to be a foul ball. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Chris Jimenez will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first offering. And a fastball is in there for strike one. "5-1 our score as we play the eighth. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 43.
Adrian Beltre will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Adrian Beltre.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle, because we know he can hurt you.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he swings under the curveball here as this is lifted to shallow center field. Cox is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're up 5-1. Kyuji Fujikawa is on out of the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Kyuji Fujikawa.
David Lee will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Lee.
Forkball is off the plate and in, ball 1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Forkball taken for a strike, and that evens things at 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. Hit hard towards the hole. And that gets through into right as he starts the inning out here with a leadoff single.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
Gary Cox will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. One there on to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Oh, that's a sweet play coming off the bag. This ball's pretty much smashed right at him. So he takes it on the one hop and then fires on to second to start the 3-6-3.
Michael Lee will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
All right, Michael.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on.
Good eye, that's right. Wait for it. There we go.
And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And hey, don't write these guys off just yet. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 28 on the season, and it's now a 5-2 game.
All season long, when they've needed the big hit, he's been there for them, and he delivers again here in a tight spot. You know, I tell you, he has really impressed me the way he swung the bat this year. No doubt about it.
Nick Martinez will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Nick Martinez.
Number 3 will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First offering on the way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Go yard!
Had to protect on 1 and 2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. Jimenez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 5 and the Mets 2. Elvis Andrus will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Elvis Andrus.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Leonis Martin will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Up and in for ball 1. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Number 71 will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
That one is gonna throw.
Off is Martin. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Come on, hold him down.
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, number 77.
Number 77 will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. They're still out in front, 5-2. Trevor Rosenthal is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
44, Trevor Rosenthal.
Number 30 will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
And with a 3-run lead here in the 9th, you'd like to make sure that you can take care of that leadoff guy so they don't get anything started right off the bat. So that's a good job to take care of him here for the first out.
Michael Cuddyer will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Let's go now.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. That's on the outside corner, count 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
The 2-2 coming.
Here we go.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Cuddyer. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Asdrubal Cabrera will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
You can do it!
Let's get something going.
And that misses, 2-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Go.
And that misses as well, 3-0. Travis d'Arnaud, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Daniel Murphy will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and He has not had an easy time of it.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Not close. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Close to the bag. It's second there. Now the pitch. Circle change just off the inside corner. Ball 3. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Andrus back to fielder, but it's a bit too late as they just get the 1.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Brian McCann will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Brian McCann.
First pitch to him. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Look at the stop. On to fielder, and that's a wrap. This ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
And guys, the Rangers couldn't have done it tonight without the contributions of this player. Prince Fielder. Strike a pose. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rangers come out on top 5-2. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Mets, the winning pitcher is C.J. Wilson. His record is now 5-6. Credit the save to Trevor Rosenthal. He's 23rd. The loss goes to Bartolo Colon. He falls to 10-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.